Hey everyone, Scorp here. Continuing this Duelist of the Roses Gemini 2 playthrough with dragons. I just wanted to make sure that I have a winged beast in my deck. Yep, okay. So I'm pretty certain the Skull Red Bird's effect is what I think it is, so hopefully if we draw that we just automatically win the game against Tristan. Regardless, I mean, I think we're gonna do like 2 duels today, and then we'll probably go back to custom duel. Because I would like to get some red eyes. But that requires the AI to actually draw and fuse into a red eyes black dragon. Which may unfortunately be a little more difficult of an ask than I'd like. The main issue is that we don't have everything that we could ever want. We're missing like dragon treasures, and we're missing some cards. You know, okay, that's a great use for block attack, bud. Okay, want to quit? I am actually going to play the Bee Dragon Jungle King here. I can do this fusion, which does make Curse of Dragon. That was probably a Judge Man. I am just going to pass for one turn. There's no benefit for me to actually play here. Please, less Judge Mans. Please, sir. Okay. So this should kill the things on the forest terrain. Now, Bee Dragon's kind of useless. We need Curse of Dragon to go in first so that we can actually get... I'm going to not make the Trihorn Dragon, even though I can. I value making the mountain terrain way more than I do making a Trihorn Dragon. And unfortunately, the fusion is Curse of Dragon, but Curse of Dragon is just such a good card that I don't really want to lose it. Doing a little playing around block attack just to make sure things don't go slower than they already could. And I am going to buff this up. Well, he played a Commencement Dance fusion, which that's fine with me. Performance of Sword is not particularly good. Flip that so I don't have to watch the animation. Negate attack, huh? Oh. What I should do is use Sky Dragon. I'm glad I know what most of the dragon effects are. Oh my. That Judge Man just lost. Oh no, it won. Oh no. Goddess of Whim is too strong. I really... Does this work the way I think it does? Nope. It is not the right effect. Oh no. Oh, I have made mistakes. I thought Skull Red Bird's effect was different. Oh no. I thought that was one of the Destroy Warriors effects. That's bad. And this Judge Man is becoming a problem. Because of course, he gets to high roll every single roll on it. And that's just entirely because he's lucky. And I'm not. He has to pretty well high roll to not have this kill it though, so... Oh no! Game! Okay, good. It went back down. Whew. Whew. I need to heal. Bro, this Judge Man's a menace. Did he lose? Oh, good. Oh my. He finally low rolled with Judge Man. Beautiful Beast Tamer? That's an interesting card. Hey, he didn't super high roll this time. I'm going to make another of these. I don't know how I want to actually end this duel. Huh? This seems very aggressive, sir. Oh, your Judge Man increases strength slightly. Okay. Oh! Well, if I draw something decent here, I win. I only have 4 summoning power, though. This is something decent, though, but it's not decent enough. His leader power giving me minus 300 is pretty annoying. Okay. Well, we have a chance to just win. Is that a tie? Okay. I need a little damage. Hashtag got him. Joey's, Tristan's always annoying with dragons because of his leader powers. Also, this is Judge Man's turn. They're a terror. Especially if you have bad RNG. It's just like, that thing is just gonna go crazy. I don't really need much in the way of warriors or anything. Really, I just need cards to reincarnate, I guess. So I don't know what Skull Redbird does. It's a shame that it doesn't just instantly destroy warriors. Would have been hilarious if it did, but... I know there's some cards that instantly destroy warriors, so... There's nothing we can really do to our deck, is there? I mean, this messes up Meadow. We already have multiple Sky Dragons. Judgment's not great. Not useful for our deck, at least. Yeah, okay. After we deal with Mai, I can actually do a reincarnation and make sure I get myself a Dark Fire Dragon so we can make the Serpent Night Dragon ritual. Oh my. This is an unfortunate hand. I'm just gonna pass and play the Beast Skull. The problem is that Chicken Turbo over here is going to make whatever creature I actually flip the chickens over with, they're going to be quite big, or going to make my card small. So I'm going to face up my Beast Skull so she doesn't attack it. I'll try to bait her attacks into something else that I don't mind losing. Well, that sure is an interesting draw. It is a 4,500 attack creature that I drew. So I'm sure the card in front of her is not a Crimson Sunbird, or at least I'm pretty sure. So we can attack it with this. Oh hey, a Fire Yaru. That puts her very low on summoning power, so... Red Eyes, I am sorry for the pain I'm about to put you through, but... Oh, that was a Harpy Lady Sisters. I should check graveyards and not just assume what her opponent played. But yeah, this MBD is going to make her life a problem. She's been playing monsters every single turn, so this can't be very big. I mean, it's a Skullbird. Like, it's 4 stars, but... It's not that big of a deal. Oh, is Skullbird the one that got the Warrior Destruction? Maybe. Yeah, there's not really much more than to just play a Komori Dragon here. Yeah, I'm sorry, Mai, but I am not dealing with that card. We're doing what we should have done to Tristan. We are, however, playing a very, very powerful deck compared to what you probably should be at this point in the game. So it's no wonder that these guys are not the hardest opponents at this point. Fire Yaru, Mavelist, and a Skull Redbird. If you wanted, this starter deck also has a bunch of Wing Beast stuff, so you could go up that path too. And grabbing the stuff from Mai would be a good idea. That's probably what I'd recommend with the starter deck, honestly. You're going to have a much easier time getting cards for Wing Beast than you are for Dragons, so definitely a good idea. Now, I am going to go ahead and save state. I think this is about where I want to be for this reincarnation. We can also see all the cards that are in the reincarnation pool. These are quite varied, but there is much less options than in a lot of other versions of this mod, so getting what you want is a little bit easier. The only problem is that I have an SD leader, so my range is going to be quite wide. And I'm kind of looking for Dark Fire Dragon, which is probably a little bit lower than what I'm looking for here. This could be like a 27. So let's do Fire Yaru, maybe, for a minute. Violent Rain is very interesting and very strong. Guardian. Just any dragon type thing would be great. I don't know if Curse of Dragon's in here. Job Change Mirror is very interesting too, because it would let us get to Summon Skull. I don't really want to go through that many fusions to get to get to a Beast Skull in this deck, but it is an option, so. Also, how this works is basically the frame number, the frame count, since you started the game, is what is used to determine the game's RNG. So if you reset and then you hit a different frame count, which is very easy to do when you're in super speed, you're going to hit a different frame count almost every single time. And it picks a different, it runs the RNG again, or it runs the formula again on the new frame. That ends up giving you a different result. And it actually doesn't matter, it's only based on the first card. So right when you hit the first X button, that is when it locks in what your RNG is. So it grabs that first card, and then it grabs... and then it grabs the next two frames, so that can be helpful to know. So now we have a Dark Fire Dragon. Now we can technically go into actually use this Revived Serpent Knight Dragon. So that's nice. Now that we have that, I want to go to Custom Duel. Try to get some Red Eyes. I know it's a card that the AI has to fuse for, but there's not really a good place to get it. I believe Joey has like one. But like, getting him to play a one-of in his deck and then kill it and then get it in the slots is obnoxious. So we'll see if the AI can actually do fusions. And we're going to do it on the mountain field because it'll make the games go by faster. Although it does make it this infinitely more dangerous. Wow. Man has drawn Dragon Treasure like twice in a row, or many times. It's great. Unfortunately for me, I'm just gonna hope that 3100 is bigger than whatever he played. If it's not, we're in a really big problem. Okay, equal. Just annoying. because that's pretty much the biggest thing this deck can play. You probably noticed that I nerfed Meteor Dragon to 7 stars. Did that intentionally to actually make it so that Kaiba's AI would use it properly more often. Because that way he won't just play it out when he has 4 summoning power. Instead, he'll wait until he has 5 when he could fuse it with a Red Eyes that's also 5. Our opponent just double fused into a Red Eyes Black Metal Dragon. Let's show him a double fusion. Oh hey, a Curse Breaker. So he did play a Red Eyes. He also played a Black Metal, which is interesting. Okay, I want to just end this duel as fast as I can. I'd like to put as few cards in his graveyard as possible, but maybe we just try that. Well, he has put a lot of cards in his graveyard for no reason. Okay. Okay, so that went well enough. But I want to make sure that we don't have to be here forever, so I'm in a save state. That is not what I want. That's one of the cards I want. Not a card I want. That is a card I want. And let's get this Darkfire too. There we go. Didn't want the 3 in a row anyways. Okay, that gives us the 3rd Dragon Treasure. That is an awesome thing to have. And it gives us our first Red Eyes. We actually don't need to do this now. I can just duplicate the rest of the cards. So. Ooh. Do I just play all this for 0 mana? Or 0 summoning power? So the card in front of him is a Curse Breaker. And whatever he just played there is probably quite large. He waited a turn to play it. But it's also probably dark, so hitting into either of my creatures will spellbind. Oh, it's a Trihorn. That was pretty much everything I expected. I'm not using Mountain Warrior on this field since it will just affect everything. And I don't really want a one-sided, or a two-sided power increase on all cards. It's not a bad thing when you're for sure ahead, but when you aren't even sure if you're ahead, it's really bad. So for some reason I decided to make a Yamadron. That'll slow him down. Just play this like an RTS. Well, 2900's good damage. Well, that'll slow him down a lot. Because that means that the Trihorn only gets to move one space a turn. Which fixes my main issue, which is I have to go chase him down. And he can run away, and I don't want to get chased super quickly, so... Okay... Well, I have lethal, so we'll just take that. Okay. So, easy win for us. I'm gonna go ahead and upgrade the strength of both a Red Eyes and a Dark Fire Dragon and get copies of them. And miss everything in these slots because nothing really matters. Because there wasn't even a Red Eyes drop in there. I should have just done this from the start. Remember to set your FP charge rate, build deck. Now Red Eyes, I don't... Oh, Red Eyes already has a rank, so all I have to do is rank up Dark Fire Dragon. Which... that should not take very long. So... it did just get lethal, so... I'm gonna go here, I'm gonna show the very beginning of this. Unfortunate. Oh my. Why'd that gain 900? Oh no, it gained 400. That has Sword Stalker's ability? Interesting. I'll just make a Red Eyes. Okay, let's make a Cursed Dragon for fun. Useless, 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 useless. Cool. Fail the ritual, as we can. I would like to draw a good card, please. Where is my card? I do not need to rank up Beastful at all. There it is. So that. Where's my other one? There it is. Okay. That's going to give people some problems. Let's not do that. So, like, each turn's 8 experience. The first level's, like, 75 experience. So, That's only 10 turns. Okay, good enough. There we go. Okay. And then I'm going to just go ahead and put Red Eyes as leader, then put Dark Fire as leader, and duplicate them like I did in the last video. And go here. And I will catch you guys in the next one. Thank you all for watching. Have a nice day. Leave a like and a comment if you enjoyed, and have a good one.